Colombo, the capital of Sri Lanka, which is seeing its worst economic crisis since the country's independence in 1948. The price of vegetables and rice, a diet staple here, have doubled or tripled since the start of the year, and there are widespread fuel shortages. Even the city's middle-class residents are struggling to eat more than 1 or 2 meals a day, and many of the country's hospitals and pharmacies have run out of life-saving drugs and equipment. Unable to feed their families or even afford fuel to drive their children to school, anger is rising amongst many Sri Lankans. The city of Colombo has been brought to a standstill by countless protests like this one over the last 3 weeks. Last Saturday, tens of thousands of Sri Lankans took to the streets in what was the largest protest to date, demanding that the country's President Gotabaya Rajapaksa resign. What has been notable about the protests is they're attracting Sri Lankans from across the class spectrum. Many protests like this one are being driven by the middle class and are being attended by Sri Lankans from across the religious spectrum. We're seeing Buddhists, Christians, Muslims and Hindus all demanding regime change here.
There's no food, there's no gas, fuel, so we are here to say that they have to go right now, otherwise this would be the end of us.
This government has completely and in a very blatant way have taken all the assets, all the money that have come as donations from other countries.
Pressure is also likely to build as the healthcare system is running out of medicine. Already there are several reports of Sri Lankans dying after they were unable to get emergency drugs after suffering a heart attack. Cancer and kidney patients also say their medicines are running out of stock. Sri Lankans fear this could lead to violence between the military and demonstrators, with the army here continuing to support Mr. Rajapaksa. What happens next is currently unclear. While the protests here are swelling in numbers, Mr. Rajapaksa is currently refusing to resign. His party has been hit by a slew of resignations, meaning he's lost his majority in Parliament. We're expecting the opposition to launch a no-confidence motion against him at any moment.